Locked in our last giveaway for the night. It is 4:30 in the morning. I say we celebrate by finishing this Lego set, Cameron.
Let's do it.
All right.
Do you want to build or do you?
I would like to continue building, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm happy to continue calling.
I'm having a very good time doing that.
Who wants to take over the driver's chair? I think the next thing you have to do is score a point in about an hour.
Left.
Hour 10.
I will take it from you.
Peach. Peach. Typey.
Yeah, I will typey.
Okay.
Why don't you typey first,
but-
and then I will.
Okay, I'll type
Hey,
typey,
Beej,
then
remember
you
when I
typey.
disappeared for about 10 minutes earlier?
Yeah.
And I said I was going to go get a glass of water?
Yes.
Remember what I didn't do? Or do you want to guess what I didn't do?
Get a glass of water.
That's absolutely correct.
Wow!
All right.
We could have one FedEx to you.
Hey, Matthews, can you grab bags 8 and 9 out of the box as well?
8 and 9?
Yep.
Absolutely.
2 more bags.
I don't know when exactly you'll need them, but you will.
Aw. We're missing the patty cake.
Quickly, switch to patty cake, yeah.
This the fight's out. Gonna knock your lights out. All right.
Oh.
Ah, lights out.
Wow. Fair enough. Well, you did that.
Guess I called for it, didn't I?
Committing to the bit. Oh.
All right. I'm gonna move this off of there.
Here is 9,
I have 9.
and here is 8.
I have 8. Actually, I put those way over here. We'll get there when we get there. Cameron, I'm sure, will be back in a few minutes to do stuff. In fact, let's get what we've got done out here so far.
Sorry.
You can see it. Things are certainly coming along on whatever this is. And the trouble is it is impossible for us to tell what it is we're looking at. My hope is that when we complete it, we'll be able to figure it out. I have another piece that we've been working on for a while. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's supposed to be too. I'll bring my other pieces into play. And we have steps 82 and step 79. Nice.
Nice.
And I think we've
Nice.
I think we're coming along okay. I'm excited to see how Cameron will fit everything together. We've got all these pieces left. One thing I do remember, this piece here. You can see that I've got this round piece with a pin on it in the center. We can probably make the pin out a little bit different. It's hard to see. You can see there's a pin sticking out, and there's a hole in the middle of this orange thing. And the orange thing, according to a thing I saw in the book earlier when I opened it up, was that it's supposed to go straight through here for some reason. And I don't know why it does. I don't know what this is for. But I seem to remember the instruction manual saying you take this piece specifically and somehow pin it to your bag. And I think what that's supposed to be is, like, if you have a bag with like a hole in it, you can pop this through here and then have a piece of this Mecha Block stuff, this Mega Constructs, hold something onto your bag.
All right, Beej.
All right,
Are
Cameron.
you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to need you to find several pieces.
I am ready.
I need you to find one blue 1x2 plane,
Solid pips.
solid pips.
Found it.
I need you to find 2 unusual planes for me. They are
Okay.
both 1x2. They have hollow pips, but this one has 2 pips angled at 90 degrees, like just floating there on the side,
Yep.
going up.
Going up.
Yes, this one will sit flat.
I see it. I have it.
Good. I need you to find 2 of those.
I have found 2 of those.
I need you to find 2, again, 1x2 planes in blue with hollow pips. These ones have pips on the vertical
Yes.
going down.
I have found those 2.
Okay. It may look like a tiny little car, but I don't know.
Like half of a car, weirdly, yeah. I
Half
got
the car?
you.
Okay, because the instructions are not clear whether the pips are on both sides or not.
They're only on the one side.
Good to know. I need you to find a 1x2 brick in blue with hollow pips with a large ball off the long side.
I have found it.
Okay. It looks kind of like a tiny little robot.
Yeah, I see what you
Robot
mean.
head. I need you to find in gray a 1x2 brick.
I found it.
And I need you to find two 2x2 blue planes.
2x2 pip blue planes. I have found them.
All right. I want you to take the two 1x2 planes with hollow pips and upward elevated side pips.
Yes.
I want you to put them side by side such that the side pips are on the outer edge on opposite edges from each other.
Would you like them arranged north-south or east-west?
I would like these pips on the north and south side.
The outer-facing ones.
Yes, the outer facing ones, the elevated circles should be on your south and north sides.
I have done this.
I would like you to take the tiny little robot head,
Yes.
and I want you to attach it to the leftmost pips.
On the west-hand side, I have
Yeah, on the west-hand side. I want you to take the 1x2 blue plane and attach it to that 1x2 brick.
To that 1x2 brick, go on top of the one with the ball.
Yes, so it covers the hollow pips.
I have done that.
I want you to take the 1x2 gray block and place it on the eastern pips of the 2x2 surface you have made.
The eastern hollow pips.
Yes. So
I have done that. It is now equal in plane.
All right. So yes, you should now have a 2x2 like block.
Definitely
right?
do.
I want you to take the two 1x2 planes with the downward posted circles,
I have them.
and I want you to put them on top in a way that is symmetrical with the lower ones. I.e., I want
You want the pips on the outside facing south and facing north.
yes.
I have done this.
Okay. I want you to take the one of the 2x2 planes
Yes.
and put it on top.
Put it on top of the two I just put on.
Yep.
I have done this.
I want you to do that again.
I've put another 2x2 on top of a 2x2.
Yes. So now you should have like a stack of like a 2x2 stack of blocks
I definitely have that.
with one like ball joint hanging off the side near the bottom.
That is correct.
Okay. I want you to take the piece
Hang on
that-
1 second. The ball joint should be facing which direction?
west.
Thank you. It is facing west.
I want you to take it now, and I want you to rotate it.
Is the ball facing? Which direction should the ball be facing?
When this is done, the ball will be facing. Okay. Here's the thing I want you to do first, Beej.
Yes.
Take the sub-assembly earlier that we labeled 82,
Yes.
flip it over.
So
that
I
you
can
were
see
looking at it.
all the channels.
Yeah, so you're looking at all the channels.
Yes.
I want the chisel tip, like the point,
Yes.
facing west.
It is.
Okay. And the, like a horn-like structure or the grabby hand should be pointed up. Or pointing north.
I see it. Yes.
Okay.
I understand.
Okay. So you should have like the red block or the red plane
Yes.
should be aligned lengthwise east-west, right?
It is. Yes.
Okay, I want you to take the sub-assembly we made in the previous step,
Yes.
and I want you to turn it. Let me see how. Okay, let me do some 3D operations here in my head.
Sure.
I want you to rotate it 180 degrees through the. If it's seated flat on the table.
It is with the pips facing towards my face.
Yes, I want you to rotate it 180 degrees on the table, so that the ball is facing east.
And the pips are still facing up towards my face.
Yes.
I have done this.
Now I want you to rotate it along the east-west plane,
Yes.
90 degrees, so that the ball is now pointed into the table, and the pips are facing east.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I want you to pick that up now,
Yes,
and you should have like 4 pips on the side.
I do.
I want you to insert those 4 pips so that 1 pip goes into the southeast corner of the red block.
Yes.
1 pip goes into the east side of the 1x2 directly
Below
south of it.
Right, you're correct. Yes, I'm sorry.
One goes into the southwest corner of the 2x2 block,
Yes.
and one goes into the west pip of the 1x2 south of that.
So what I am doing is I'm straddling 4 pieces with these 4 pips.
Yes.
And when I do that, the ball is still facing down into the table.
Yes, the ball should be if piece 82 is flat on the table now.
If piece 82 is flat on the table, yes.
Yes. And you are still looking into the channels. The channels are pointing towards you.
Yes, they are.
The ball should be pointing south,
Yes.
and the pips on that block should be pointed east.
They are, yes.
Okay, we have it aligned correctly then.
Wonderful.
That's step 84.
All right. Good step.
I want you to take that subassembly
Yes.
and attach it to the side of the piece with the horn and the jaw.
I can do this.
The red pips on the piece with the horn and the jaw will go into the series of channels on it directly north of the red block. They will fit into the channels on the piece with the 4 surfaces.
It's okay, so it's interesting you're mentioning all of this. There's nothing for it to actually grab onto though, correct? Or are there pips that should be grabbing onto the horn assembly?
No, there are no pips on that on piece 82 that will grip the horn assembly.
It's
The
just-
horn assembly has the pips on it. It should have it should have 4 visible red pips
Oh.
on its side.
Oh yes, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those 4 red pips. If the horn is pointing,
Cameron?
yes.
There's only one way this can plug in, so
Okay.
I believe I have to plug it in that way.
All right. And then
I have done so.
and then the ball joint block that we made just a few minutes ago
Yes.
should snugly fit directly under the head.
It has done that, yes.
I want you to take the other subassembly, piece 79 that
Yes.
we labeled earlier, and attach it the same way. Or attach it on the other side in the same way. It should only attach one way.
It definitely only attaches one way.
Well, hey, 10K shift total.
Okay, Cameron,
Yeah.
Yes?
I have a
nice.
question for you.
Yes?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember the chin we talked about, the big beige chin?
Yeah?
Yeah. Should this look like this thing has a massive underbite, or should that chin be
No.
slid back by 2?
The chin, okay. The chin is on a hinge, yes?
It is.
Is that hinge on the, Okay, if we're going to call the front of the jaw, let's call the where the incisors and stuff would be on our jaw if this was a human jaw, the front.
Yes.
Is the hinge on the front side of the block it is on, or on the back side?
It is on the front side of the block that it is on.
It should be on the back side. So
Well,
if
then-
you can disassemble it in such a way and rotate that block around,
Good effing luck. Let's see.
because it should just be one red block or one red plane with 2 grabby hands on it, right?
I
That
see.
is-
I see exactly how. Yeah.
Okay.
So I need to pull that red block out.
And just turn it around. Easiest thing in the world, Beej.
Do you need a knife?
Nope.
A knife!
I got there.
No.
Okay. When we do this, if I go back, it's gonna be harder than what I just did. So hopefully this is the right way, and I'm confident this is the right way to do this. Okay, I believe we have that. No, we don't. Hang on. There's a little gap there. Back it up. Ease that. Okay, I believe the red piece is now in place. The grabby hands are actually snug up against the side where that ball is. That's now facing down. And now I have to try to get that on. That looks so much better. I have a nice,
Ooh.
look at that.
Very nice.
That's exactly how that's supposed
I
to look.
can't wait to see it.
You're
I
gonna
liked
love it.
I liked it before.
Oh wow, yeah. The tolerance is so tight that it actually kind of, the mouth, the jaw clicks into place to hold shut.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it's real nice.
All right, that's step 86. Step 87, I'm going to need you to open bags 8 and 9.
All right. I'm going to take everything that's in the current plate that we have right now, and I'm going to move that elsewhere because I feel like that's for something else.
Okay.
And I'm going to move bag 8 into a plate and bag 9 into another plate. I can open them both?
Yes.
All right, this is bag 8,
All right.
and here comes bag 9. All right, do you know the things that I need?
Yes. I need you to find 2 pieces that look like circles with a single, they are blue circular pieces, roughly the size of a 2x2 plane, with a single pip in their center and a swirl pattern on them. In fact, you're going to need 4 of these.
I've already found those.
Okay.
I moved them off of the plates, but I need these. Okay, I've got them now.
The swirl pattern here is a bit interesting because 2 of them should have one pattern going one direction and the other going the opposite direction. And I want to call them left and right-handed, but I don't know if that means anything to you.
If you were drawing from the outside in, let's say if you start from the very outside of the swirl, and you would have to go counterclockwise to draw one way,
Yes.
because you would get closer to the inside. So you'd start from the outside and you draw counterclockwise, and then you draw from the outside on the other ones and draw the other way. You'd have to draw clockwise to make that happen, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, boop-de-doo. It's awfully unhelpful here about how it wants to arrange these. Because it says do it twice and use 2 of these pieces.
All right, we can do whatever we want. Awesome.
All right. So I want you to take one of them and flip it over. I'm assuming you need to have one of each.
That
For
they're
each
both,
one of these.
Yeah, that they're kind of mated to each other. All right, I
Yeah.
feel you.
Flip one of them over.
Yes.
Oh no, wait. Sorry, I need you to tell you to get the rest of these pieces out.
Yes, please.
I need you to find 6 singular 1-pip pieces that are hollow. Like hollow pip pieces.
I am locating them.
They are circular, blue, hollow.
I have found 6 single pip circular blue hollow pieces.
I need you to find 2 singular, single pip, hollow blue pieces with a ball joint.
Hold. Are they round?
Yes, they are round. And they have a ball joint protruding from one side on their circumference.
I have found 2 circular hollow pipped pieces that have ball joints extending off the side.
All right. I need you to find, how am I going to describe these? They are cylindrical pieces, blue, that have a, it looks like they're very short, hollow, and they have what looks like, they look like little light bright pieces, where they have
Oh.
a large cylinder
Found them.
with a post.
Man, it's so great that we share this thing. I found 2 light bright pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Or like battleship pegs.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
Only 2?
Yes, only 2.
That's all I could see anyway.
All right. I want you to take one of the large circular pieces,
Yes.
flip it onto its belly,
I have done this.
and you should see 4 channels on it.
I do.
I want you to take 3 of the circular pieces and put them in those channels. And I want you to take 1 of the pieces with a ball joint, flip it over so that the post on the ball jointed circular piece can fit into one of those channels.
Neat. Okay. So the channels you're saying are circular channels, correct?
Yes, there should be 4 around the perimeter and 1 in the middle.
I've put 3 of the single pips in, and I have put 1 of the ball joint things in, and that will just be the way that it is.
Yes, then I want you to take the peg
Yes.
and put it through the center, or into the center channel.
Starting from the channel side or the smooth side? You want me to, like, basically
It should be in the same side as you just put all those other pieces.
I have done this.
It's a structural piece.
Yes, I have done this now.
I want you to take one of the other circular pieces,
Uh-huh.
the one with the other-handedness,
Yes.
and just put it over top of that like a sandwich.
I'm even going to match them so that they are both kind of going the same way.
Yep.
I have done this.
All right. I want you to do that again. Make me another one of those.
All right. To ensure that I get these both kind of in the same spot, I'm just going to make sure that ball joint goes where I expect it to, which is on that side. Yes, like this. Or maybe like this? Sure, like that. Perfect. I am putting in the small circular pieces. I am putting the tiny post through the hole as a structural whatever. I am mating these to the top. And I have done this.
All right, so you should have what look like two little like blue macarons.
They are, with a little ball joint coming out from between.
Yes, I want you to take one of them
Yes?
and attach that ball joint into the little grabby hand above one of the eyes on the side of the head.
Doesn't matter which one going which way, I guess.
Shouldn't matter, although it actually shows here the one that goes clockwise being on the inside. If it's attached to the right-hand side.
Oh. So if I attach it to the one above the right eye,
Yeah, the clockwise curling
yeah.
pattern should be on the interior, I think.
Oh. Well, I will just arrange these as such because it looks like they come out quite easily too. If we do it wrong, we can always make it different. Okay.
All right,
I've done this.
and do it on the other side with the other one.
I have done this.
Now I want you to take that entire structure and I want you to put the ball joint on its base into the socket of a much larger piece which we have built earlier.
I have a massive assembly with a socket on top.
Yes. It should click into that socket.
It did.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Nobody can know what this is. It's impossible to know what this is because it's not finished yet.
Gow.
All right.
Anything.
Step 89, Beej.
Step 89. I'm going
You
to stop
can,
playing
we can
with this.
we can applaud our own handiwork when it's done.
Agreed. Step 89.
All right. I want you to find one beige 2x4 plane.
1 second. One beige 2x4 plane. I found it.
I want you to find two blue 2x2 planes.
Two blue 2x2 planes.
I want you to find one blue 2x3 plane.
So, please repeat that.
One blue 2x3 plane.
One blue 2x3 plane. 1 second. One blue 2x3 plane. One blue 2x3. Oh yes, the only one we. No, there's another one. I see. Okay. Yes, I found a one blue 2x3 plane.
I want you to find two quarter circle tiles that are elevated or that have a step on the interior.
And they are proper quarter circles.
They are proper quarter circles.
They're not
They are-
elongated.
They are not elongated.
I have found them.
I want you to find two elevated tiles with a 2x2 footprint that have a one plane elevation on the interior.
What color?
Blue.
Please.
I thought we had a delivery.
Yeah.
Oh, I accidentally pressed a button.
All right.
Trying to figure out the effects buttons.
Cool. So Cameron, I'm going to describe these.
Okay.
If we look at them from the bottom, they'd be square.
Yes.
They're 2x2.
Yes.
But they are stepped because they are slightly curved.
Yes.
And on top, they're smooth blue tiles.
Yes.
I found them.
Yes. They have a 1x2 segment that is on one elevation and a 1x2 segment that is on a higher elevation.
I agree.
Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to take the beige 2x4
Yes.
and align it so that its long axis is pointing north-south.
I have done so.
I want you to take the two 2x2 blue tiles,
Yes.
or 2x2 planes, excuse me, and cover every beige pip. Arrange them in a 2x2 segment and plug
Cover
them
every
on
beige
top
pip.
of the 2x4.
I have done this.
I want you to take the 2x3
Yes.
blue plane and arrange it so its long axis is pointing east-west.
I have done this.
I want you to place it so that it is flush. Its westernmost pips are flush with the westernmost pips on the center line of your 2x4 blue planes, so that you're making a T-like structure.
It is, and I'm pushing this on top to lock those other 2x2s in place.
Yes, so that you will have one 1x2 blue segment on the south, one 1x2 blue segment on the north, and a 2x3 blue segment in the middle.
I've done this.
Okay, and it should be a T with the a T on its side.
It is.
Okay. And the overhanging blue segment will be on the east.
It is.
Okay, good. Now I want you to take the quadrants, the quarter circles,
Yes.
and I want you to arrange them to make a half circle with the flat surface pointing east.
With the flat surface pointing east.
Yes.
I have done this.
And I want you to arrange them so that the flat surface pointing east covers the only clicks onto the westernmost pips on that T.
So, okay, I can do this. Hang on. Top and bottom to keep it the half circle together. I believe I've done this properly.
Okay, so now you should have, you should still have a T structure visible
Yes,
to the east of those.
I do.
Okay, now I want you to take the two gently curving blue tiles
I have them.
and arrange them so that they are forming a 2x4 blue section.
And they're covering those pips completely.
Yes, and curving upwards, forming a smooth curve with the half circle.
I have made a smooth curve.
Okay, so it should look like kind of like a shield,
Yes,
I suppose,
it does.
with the flat surface pointing east.
I agree.
Okay, that's step 89. Let's move to 90.
Thank you.
We're going to need many pieces for this, many different pieces.
I'm game.
I want you to find two beige 2x2 tiles, or sorry, planes that have pips on both surfaces that are hollow.
I will need a second.
These are two-sided planes.
I have found them. 2x2 beige.
Yes, two of them.
2x2 hollow pipped on both sides.
Yes.
I found them.
I want you to find one blue 1x2 tile, or pip, or plane, excuse me.
Solid pips.
Solid pips.
Blue 1x2.
I
Solid
want you to
pips.
I want you to find one 1x2 blue tile, not plane,
Tile.
with that elevates one level, and like it curves upwards.
Yes.
It's elevated by one tile on the interior step,
Yes.
and it also looks like it has a like a gentle curve cut into it. On one end?
like it's been sliced on an angle at the very end.
Yeah, like like somebody cut a section out of a circle.
This is not a wedge. There
Not
are
a
no-
wedge.
It's a tile.
Yes, it is a tile.
Okay. I have found this 1x2. I have two of these. They are mirrors of each other.
All right, if you align it such that its long axis is east-west,
Yes.
I want the cutout section,
Yes.
the gentle curve,
Yes.
pointing, if that is on the west, the curve should, it should be shorter on the south side.
Oh, it should be shorter on the south side.
Yes, so if you've got one that's shorter on the north side,
Okay, I get what you're saying. Yes.
find its mirror image.
Yes, you want one that on the north side is long and on the south side is short.
Yes.
I found it.
Okay. I want you to find one quadrangular plane that is 4x2. However, 3 pips are missing.
What color?
Blue.
A 4x2.
Yes, it would be a 4x2, but somebody has cut a straight line through it.
So I only have 5 pips on it total.
5 pips on it total, and if you were to arrange it in a way that would, it looks like the pips are arranged in a backwards L,
Pips are arranged in a backwards L. Yes.
or a mirrored L. Okay.
I have a couple that are like this actually. Weird. Okay, that's good to know. I have a lot of these to draw from. Please continue.
I want you to find one quarter oval blue tile that is looks like it's elevated,
Quarter
but it does
oval.
not have a step cut into the interior.
Okay, flat on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
They're quarter ovals. They're not quarter circles.
Yes. Or it might not be a full quarter oval, but it's not a quarter circle, definitely.
So yeah, it's elongated. Yes, I have multiple of these.
Okay. I want you to arrange it so that the long axis is pointing east-west.
Okay.
What corner is the right angle?
Okay, they're flat on the table.
Yeah, okay, long axis pointing east-west, the other flat edge is pointing east.
Yes.
What corner is the right angle in?
If the flat edge is east, and I have another flat edge on the south, then southeast, and the curve is along it basically slopes to the northwest.
Okay, sorry, this...
I can rotate these to make them make sense. How about you
Yes.
describe what you're seeing?
I want the long straight edge pointing north, and the
long-
short straight edge pointing east.
Long straight edge pointing north,
Yes.
and the short straight edge pointing east, so that
Yes.
it's sloping towards the northwest still.
Okay, I want you to find the mirror edge of that piece, or the mirror image of that piece.
Okay, so I found one where it's the long edge is pointing north, the short edge is on the east-west, and the slope slopes down to the northeast now. Does that make? Am I saying anything that makes sense?
Sorry,
Basically-
say that again, repeat.
So I have 4 of these pieces. Mm-hmm. If I was to arrange them all together, they basically make like a nice smooth curve in all the directions, right?
Yes, so I want the long straight edge
Yep.
along the east-west axis,
Long straight edge along the east-west axis. Yeah,
the short straight edge along the north-south axis.
I have that now.
Okay, and I want the curved edge, the hypotenuse, if
Yep.
you will,
Yep.
along the southwest, like in the southwest quadrant.
Oh. You want this one?
Yes.
I found
Well, I assume if you've got it.
Yes. No, don't worry. You want this one.
Okay.
Okay.
I want you to find a. This is a long blue piece. It looks like it might be 4 or even 5 pips long. Let me actually find where it is. It is 5 pips long, but it only has 1 pip on its top surface. And otherwise, it is a smooth, curved tile.
Whoa. Okay. Hang on. It's fairly flat.
Yes.
It only has 1 pip on top.
Yeah.
Room for 5 on the bottom. I
Yes.
found it.
Okay. I want you to arrange it again so its long axis is along the east-west axis.
It is.
It looks like it should have like a small little piece taken out of it
Yes.
along the west side.
Yes.
I want you to find a piece that if that is on the west side, I want its shorter edge north and its longer edge south.
Shorter edge north, longer edge south. If it's sloping off towards the west.
Yes.
Shorter edge north, longer edge south. I have found it.
Okay. Perfect. And then one more piece. I want you to find. You remember that 4x1 that L-shaped piece we found earlier?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to find one similar to that. Only it is 6 pips long by 2 wide at its base.
Yep.
And this one will actually form an uppercase L,
Oh.
or a properly formed L.
When oriented face north-south, it is 6 pips vertically, and then there's like a 2 pip row at the very bottom.
Yes.
I feel you. I've got you.
Okay. I want you to form with the 2x2 tan tiles or tan
Yes.
pieces.
Yes.
I want you to arrange them into a 2x4 block with the long axis east-west.
I've done so.
I want you to take that 2x6 L-shaped block,
Yes.
and I want you to attach it to the southernmost 4 pips with the lowercase, with the if the 6 pips are the spine, we're going to call this a spine. The 6 pips are the spine.
Okay.
And the
So let me say to you, I'm holding this so that it is the flat east-west. I'm holding that blue piece east-west.
okay.
Okay. If I was doing that,
Yeah, its long axis is east-west.
Yes.
The westernmost pip is what we're going to call 1, and that should have a pip directly south of it, right? That's where the L is?
yes.
Okay. I want you to put pips 1, 2, 3, 4 along the southern 1, 2, 3, 4 pips of those 2x4 tan pieces.
I have done this, and there is a single pip hanging south off the bottom of this.
Yes, and 2 pips hanging off the east,
We agree.
and 4 uncovered tan pips on the north side.
Correct.
Okay, I want you to take the 1x2 blue piece, the
Yes.
blue plane.
Yep.
I want you to orient it north-south
I have.
and place it over the 1 pip, the 1 tan pip on the west side.
The 1 tan pip on the west side. That's Of the four that are exposed.
Yes.
The westernmost one.
The westernmost one, north-south, so that you have one blue pip hanging over the northern edge.
I have done this.
I want you to take the other remaining L-shaped piece,
Yes.
twist it, so that it is, so that the 2 pips are on the western edge,
Yes.
and the 4 pips are arranged east-west,
Yes.
and place it over the 2, 3, 4 pips, so that the L-shaped 2 pips are on the westernmost exposed tan pieces.
And we want that to butt up against that 1x2.
Yes.
I have done this.
So you should have what looks like a, functionally a 2x3 plane with 1 pip off to the south
Yes.
on the western edge. Okay.
Correct.
This is where it gets tricky, Beej.
Okay.
Remember how we numbered those pips going from west? The westernmost, it should be a column of 4 pips.
Yes.
We're going to number those 1.
That column is now column 1.
Yes.
I've understood.
The ones to the east are column 2.
The immediately east.
Yes, it should be a 3 high column.
That is column 2.
Okay. I want you to take the quarter oval
Yes.
that we got earlier.
Uh-huh.
I want you to rotate it so that the right angle is in the southwest quarter.
It is.
And I want you to cover the, in column 2,
Yes.
the northern 2 pips with the western edge of it, so that it covers,
It leaves column 1 completely uncovered.
column 1 completely uncovered. It covers 2 pips in column 2, and then 1 pip in column 3 and 1 pip in column 4.
I have done this.
And I want it as far north as it goes while being able to do that.
I have done this.
Okay, I want you to take the long, looks like 5 long piece,
Yes.
and I want you to arrange it on the southern edge of columns 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6,
This guy I found, yes.
such that the uncovered pip is on the west side.
It is.
Okay, then I want you to take the 1x2 tile. It should be the only remaining piece that we have left for this.
It has that step in it, yes.
And I want it to cover that 1 open piece, that 1 open pip on that long tile,
Yes.
stepping down south.
I have done this.
Okay.
It has locked that tile, that specific tile in place.
So the only open pips on this should be column 1, and then there should be 4 of them. Correct?
No, I believe I have messed this up slightly. So column 1, on the
Column 1 should
westmost
be
side,
completely uncovered.
it should be completely uncovered.
Column 1 should be completely uncovered. There
And
should
I have messed this up slightly. Hang on a second while I just pop this off. I was so confident I was following that direction properly. Oh, I really locked that in place. There we go. Kind of. Okay. I'm just gonna back up a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so that long, gentle sloping tile with a single pip on the end,
Yes.
does that go on
I want that oriented east-west.
east-west?
I want the gentle slope down, pointing east.
It is.
The pip on the west.
Yes.
And I want it on the, if the long L-shaped piece, that's completely uncovered, right?
The long L-shaped, yeah. The one with the 6 pips on it.
Yes, I want pips 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 covered by it, but nothing in column 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I did that correctly the first time.
All right.
So tell me about how you want this last locking tile, the step tile, to go into place. Is it oriented north-south?
I want it oriented north-south and clicked down onto the exposed tile on that 1x5,
I have done this properly now.
so that it slopes down to the south.
Yes, I had it turned 9 degrees for no good reason.
Okay.
All
I
of
want you-
column 1 is completely uncovered.
Now I want you to take the subassembly from the previous step, the shield-like.
I have it
Subsym-
here. Yes.
I want you to take the 4. I want you to cover column 1
Yes.
with the flat edge of that shield assembly.
I have. It's very obvious to me, and I've done so.
All right. That's step 90.
Wicked.
Step 91.
All right.
I want you to find this is an interesting piece, It is a half circular cylindrical section in blue with 2 pips on one surface of the cylinder and 2 pips on the other side. They should be hollow, and the piece itself looks like it has a piece cut out of the circular axis of it, or the piece itself is hollow.
Holy crap. Blue, right?
Yeah, it looks like if you had a cylinder and you cut like a slice out of that cylinder and then cut that slice in half lengthwise or diagonal.
Does this look like a tiny little car?
A little bit?
Does it have, it has no pips on the top or the bottom, it has pips on the sides?
Yes. If we twist it that way, yes.
And it's so, yeah, okay, I think I know what you're talking about. And it has
Okay.
like a big groove cut out of one side of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should look like if you were to take, go with me on this one just to make sure that we're in the right place.
Uh-huh.
Imagine you have a solid cylinder of material
I do, yeah.
and you cut one cylinder off the edge. Like you cut a cookie off a log.
Yep.
Then you took that piece that you've just cut off, laid it flat, and cut it down the middle,
Yes. So you have half a cookie.
half a cookie.
And if I arrange that half a cookie on a plate, there's 2 pips pointing up at my eyes and 2 pips pointing into the plate.
Exactly. Okay, we got the right piece.
Yep.
I want you to find one 2x2 tan plane,
1 2x2 tan plane. Solid pips.
solid pips.
I found one.
I want you to find one
Wait, 1x2 or 2x2?
2x2.
My apologies, I have found it.
Okay, I might have said that wrong also.
Well, whatever. Moving on.
One two-faced blue 2x2 plane with hollow pips.
1 two-faced 2x2 in blue,
Yes, with
hollow pips both sides.
Yes.
I've got it.
One stepped tan 2x2 tile. Do you know what I mean when I say stepped?
Yes, I do. It has
Okay.
a gentle curve on top, but it's stepped underneath. I have you. 2x2.
And 4 tan quarter circular stepped tiles.
Well, guess what? Those are easy to find. We got lots of those.
Okay. I want you to take the subassembly from step 90 and flip it over onto its back.
The one we just put together, right?
Yes.
I flipped it onto its back.
All right.
Which way is the narrow part, or which way is the nice circular part pointing?
West.
The west. Okay, nice circular part pointing west. Don't touch the creepy doll. Don't touch the knife. You are not cleared. Okay.
I want you to take that half cookie piece and attach it to the circular divots, or the divots on the underside of the circular pieces on the west.
So it's going on the very, very, very west onto the blue parts that's exposed.
Yes, it should only fit on one way.
It sure does.
All right. I want you to take the two-faced 2x2 plane
I have it.
and attach it to the, or affix it to the divots directly to the east of that.
So
it should
the-
like be elevated.
The middle of that beige tile.
Yes.
It is definitely elevated. Yes.
Okay. I want you to skip over one column of the beige hollow pips that should be there,
I've done that.
and I want you to place the blue or the tan 2x2 plane
Yes.
onto the middle of those two, like bridging those two tan tiles.
I have bridged those two. That's only touching blue pips now. All of them are occupied. So I have 4 solid beige pips pointing up at me.
Yes.
Okay.
And sorry, yes. So you should, looking down at it, if you were like elevation agnostic,
Yes.
you should have the 2 blue hollow pips from the cookie, half cookie,
Yep.
the 4 blue pips immediately to the east of the blue tile
Yes.
that are hollow.
Yes.
You should skip one and have 2 tan hollow pips,
Yes.
and then 4 tan filled pips.
And then do I have another 2 hollow tan pips past that?
Yes. What
Okay.
you're going to put on those is the 2x2
Step tile.
step tile, so that it steps down.
Yeah, so we have a nice curve off the edge.
Yes.
I've done this.
Okay. I want you to take the 4 quarter circle pieces.
Yes.
Arrange them into a circle, and affix that circle centered on the center of that 2x2 blue tile.
Aha, I knew it. I did not work ahead, but I was aiming for this. I am building a circle on top, completely covering that 2x2 tile. That 2x2 blue tile.
Yes. So you should have a nice, smooth, circular tile section.
Yes,
To the east of that, you should have a 2x2 tan tile.
I do.
And then another smooth tile gently sloping downwards to the east.
That is what I have.
Nicely done, Beej. That was step 91.
Awesome, thank you.
Step 92.
Yes,
We're going to do the opposite of the previous 3 steps again.
great.
So we're going to build another one of those, but it's mirror image.
Okay,
So I want you to find 2 blue 2x2 planes,
2 blue 2x2 planes. I have done this.
1 tan 2x4 plane,
1 tan 2x4. I found it.
1 blue 2x3,
1 blue 2x3. Found it.
2 blue quarter circular tiles,
2 blue quarter circular tiles. I found them.
and 2 blue 2x2 tiles that are stepped upwards.
So nice smooth tiles on top. 2x2 with a step in them on the bottom.
Yes.
I found them.
So take your 2x4 tan tile,
Yes.
arrange the long axis north-south,
I have.
cover it evenly with the 2x2 blue tiles.
I have covered that tan tile with the 2. Yes, they are mated perfectly.
All right, I want you to arrange the 2x3 tiles so its long axis is east-west,
It is.
and then affix it to the central 4 tiles on the blue surface
Yes.
so that the tail hangs off the west side.
Hangs off the west side. I've got it.
Okay, now I want you to arrange the shield formation that we had on the previous subassembly. Only this time I want the flat edge on the west side and the curved edge on the east side.
So give me a tile to start with.
Take the 2 quarter circular tiles,
Yes.
arrange them into a half circle,
Yes.
such the flat edge is pointed west and the curved edge is pointing east.
I have done so.
I want you to place them on the easternmost pips of the T.
The eastmost pips of the T.
Yes.
I have done this. That would mean that there is going to be a little bit hanging over on the other side, which is
Yes.
the reverse of what we did before.
Yes.
Then I will arrange the 2x2s in a way that the curve continues and makes a nice, smooth shield with the round part pointing to the east.
Yes.
Great.
Okay. Now I want you to find a whole pile of pieces again.
Great.
1 1x2 blue plane.
1 1x2 blue plane.
2 2x2 two-faced tan planes with hollow pips.
I have found 2 tan 2x2s with hollow pips both sides.
1 blue 1x2 tile that is stepped upwards, and if you were to arrange its long axis east-west, it would have a slightly shorter north edge than south edge.
This is a 1x2, right?
1x2, and it should have I should be more specific.
I know which one this is. I found it.
Okay, it should have a slight, if you were to arrange it east-west, so that it should have one edge that has a cutout of it, a curved
Yes.
cutout of it.
Yes.
If you were to arrange that on the western side,
Yes.
the northern edge should be shorter than the southern
It
edge.
sure is.
Okay.
This is,
I
I
wa-
think, the last piece of this type that I have, actually.
All right, good to know. 1 quarter oval smooth tile,
Yes.
and I want you to arrange it again so that the long axis is arranged east-west, and the short axis is north-south.
Yes.
I want the hypotenuse
Yes.
southeast,
To be in the southeast. 1 second.
and the right angle to be in the northwest.
So the long axis is
East-west.
east-west. Short axis is,
North-south,
and it smooths off towards the southeast.
yes.
I found it.
Okay. I want you to find a L-shaped tile. This one is properly L-shaped.
Yep.
That is 4x2.
Yes. I found it.
I want you to find a long 5x1 tile with 1 pip
Yes.
and a smooth section 4 pips long.
Yes.
And again, if you were to arrange it so that the long axis is east-west,
Yes.
and that the cutout of it was on the west.
Yes.
The short edge should be south, and the long edge should be on the north.
Short edge is south, long edge is north. I've done this.
Okay, I want you to find one mirror image L 2x6 piece.
I have found it.
Okay. Again, arrange the two 2x2 tan tiles
Yes.
such that their long axis is pointed east-west.
East-west, I have it.
I want you to take the mirror imaged L 2x6 tile and affix it so that its right angle is on the northeast. Like the corner of it is the right angle where the L joins
Yes.
is northeast. And attach it to the easternmost southern pip.
1 second. All right, so I have a completely flush east edge.
Yes,
I have what I'm looking at is a row from north to south. Okay, I'm looking at a row of 4 yellow pips.
correct.
Then next is a row of 6 solid blue pips, and then below that is another solid blue pip on the eastern edge.
Correct.
Okay, great.
I want you to arrange the 1x2 blue plane on the easternmost yellow pip,
I have done this, pointing north-south.
pointing north-south.
I've done this.
Then take the properly formed L-shaped piece and cover the,
Remaining pips.
yes,
I have covered the remaining yellow pips.
okay. Now I want you to take that 1x5 tile piece with the 1 exposed pip
Yes.
and cover the westernmost pips of the inverted L, or of the mirror image L.
I have covered those, yes.
Now I want you to take the 1x2 tile
Yes.
and cover the 1 exposed pip on that tile that we just put on.
All right, I have done...
Arrange north-south so that the overhang is south.
I've done that.
Now I want you to take the quarter oval piece
Yes.
and put it on the, arrange it so that its corner, right angle corner is on the southeast,
Yes.
and affix it to the L.
Yes.
If you were to have a 1x3 L,
Yes.
cover those 1x3 L-shaped pieces.
I am keeping a column on the east side completely uncovered.
Yes.
Is there... I should also ask, I didn't actually ask this, is there a pip left uncovered?
There is.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, we can move on.
Yeah, the westernmost pip should be uncovered on the top row.
Yes, that sounds great.
All right, I want you to take that shield-shaped piece that we made in the last step.
And affix it to the 4 on the edge.
Yes.
I've done this.
All right, flip it over.
I have flipped it over.
Okay, now I want you, that was step 93.
Okay.
Step 94, I want you to find another one of those half cookie pieces in blue.
Right. Oh, yes, I have one right here.
One 2x2 tan tile,
I found a 2x2 tan tile.
or tan plane, excuse me.
Tan plane, sorry, yes.
One two-faced blue 2x2 plane with hollow pips.
So it is pips on both sides, 2x2 in blue.
Yes. One 2x2 tan tile that is stepped on the interior, or that steps up on the interior.
One 2x2 tan tile with steps in the interior. I found it.
And then 4 quarter circular tan tiles.
I definitely have those.
All right.
All right. So I believe we've done this before where I take the cute little car-looking thing that I called it beforehand, and it went on the edge where the shield is going.
Yes.
The blue thing goes next to that, correct?
Yes, in the center of the 2x3 tan tile.
Great. Then I leave a single 1x2 of beige,
Yes.
and then I affix the 2x2 on top of that. The
Yes.
next one's over.
Correct.
I've done that. I'm remembering these steps quite well, and I can see everything else. So I'm just going to finish that part up.
All right.
All right. Not to take your job away from you, but we can move faster. I think if I don't wait for the instructions on this one specifically.
Yeah.
I have created I cleared 2 mirror image assemblies now.
All right.
Those are complete.
Nicely done.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Now we're going to, I think we're probably going to be doing something similar
Okay.
again. Step 95.
Yep.
I want you to find one
Yep.
single pip square plane in blue.
One single pip square plane in blue. I found it.
One two-faced blue 2x2 plane.
I found it.
One two-faced 2x2 tan plane.
I have found it.
One mirror L-shaped 3x1 in blue.
3x1. I have found it. Oh wait, mirror shaped?
Yes, an inverted L.
Inverted L. I have found it.
One properly formed L in a 4x1 blue.
I found it.
One 4x1 blue plane.
One 4x1 blue plane.
Two blue quarter circular tiles.
Two blue quarter circular tiles.
One blue quarter oval tiles. I want these ones, if you arrange the long axis east-west and the short edge north-south,
Yes.
the hypotenuse should be on the southwest and the right angle should be in the northeast.
It is.
Okay. One 5x1 blue tile with a single exposed pip
Yes.
and a chisel nose. If it slopes down, there should be like a little cut out of the nose.
It is.
I want it, if you were to arrange it east-west, long axis east-west,
Yep.
with the cutout on the west side,
Yes.
the short edge should be on the north.
It is.
Good. I want you to take the 2x2 two-faced blue tile,
Yes.
and I want you to take the 1x4 blue plane,
Yes.
and I want you to click the 1x4 onto. I want you to make a T shape, Beej.
Okay. With it like a north-south T.
Yeah, north-south T with the 1x4 on the westernmost pips.
Okay. So you're gonna have a pip hanging over north and south.
Yes.
I've done this.
Okay. Next, or east of that subassembly, I want you to place one of the 2x2 blue tan tiles, or tan two-faced hollow pip planes.
East of that assembly.
Yes.
So next to the remaining two blue hollows,
Yes.
I'm snugging up this tan piece.
Yes.
Okay.
So that you have like a virtual 2x3
Yep.
plane.
I gotcha.
Okay. I want you to take the inverted L
Yes.
piece, the 3x1,
Yep.
and attach it to the northernmost pips.
The top three.
Yes. So that the L, the short leg of the L is pointing north.
Done.
I want you to take the 4x1 properly formed L,
Yep.
arrange it east-west so
Yep.
that the leg of the L is pointing south,
Yes.
and affix it to the remaining 3 tan pips.
I have done this.
All right. So you should have a nice big like 2x4 plane pointing north-south, or arranged north-south.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Along the central axis of that piece, you should have only one 5 width series of pips.
Yes.
I want you to place the 5 pip long tile
Yes.
along those pips so that the single exposed pip on that tile is on the west.
Okay, and it's covering 5 pips completely, no overhang.
No overhang.
Thank you.
I want you to place the single pip blue tile, or blue plane,
Yep.
directly to the north of that single exposed pip.
And I bet I know why, but I've done that.
All right. And I want you to take the quarter oval piece
Yes,
and place it over the inverted L piece.
I have done that.
All right. So you should, and then I want you to take the 2 quarter circle blue tiles,
Yes.
and I want you to cover the remaining 4 westernmost pips with them.
So I only have 1 pip left remaining. It's at the south side.
Correct.
I'm done.
All right. That is step 95.
Nice.
We'll probably be doing that backwards in a few minutes.
Okay.
Step 96. I want you to find 2 tan 1x2 planes.
1 second. 2 tan 1x2 planes. 1 second.
All right.
2 tan 1x2 planes. I found 2 tan 1x2 planes.
I want you to find 1 blue half cookie.
1 blue half cookie. I have it.
All right. 1 tan 2x2 plane.
1 second. 1 tan 2x2 plane. Yes, I have found it.
4 tan quarter circles. Quarter circle tiles.
Found 4, 10 quarter circle tiles. Yes, I have.
I want you to flip over the subassembly we made in step 95,
Yes.
and I want you to put the cookie,
Where
the
it
half
goes.
cookie, where it goes.
Yep. We know where it goes, right?
Yep.
Yeah, great.
I want you to place the 2x2 tan tile
Yes.
on top of the blue exposed pips. There
On
should be
the-
4 hollow blue pips.
North, south? Sorry. You said the tan 2x2
Yes.
on top of all 4 of the blue.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I've done that.
Okay. I want you to flip over the 1x2 tan tiles,
Flip over the 1x2 tan tiles, yes.
and I want you to click them in to the exposed blue channels to the north and south of the tile that you just affixed.
Oh, so they're arranged east-west.
Yes, so they're arranged east-west.
Interesting idea. Okay. Oh, that's a little tough. So they're facing. They're facing. Yeah, the pips are going into channels that are there, but I still see channels down here. Okay, that's cool. I believe I've done this correctly.
All right. I want you to arrange the 4 quarter circles into a full circle,
Okay.
and I want you to click those centered onto the blue or onto the tan 2x2 tile that you just attached.
With the solid pips.
Yes.
I am doing this now.
So that the curve on the tan circle should line up with the curve on the blue half circle
Oh, it definitely
on
does.
the other
yes.
surface.
That feels great. That is so cool.
All right, that's step 96 when you're done with that.
I'm done with that. Whew.
Step 97, we're
Okay.
going to do the mirror image of that.
Okay.
I want you to find me one pip blue square tile, or one blue, one pip plane. Excuse me.
1 blue, 1 pip plane. I found it.
One 2x2 hollow pip 2-face blue plane.
I have found it.
One 2x2 tan 2-faced hollow pipped plane.
I have found it.
One inverted L in 4x2
I found it.
in blue.
I
One
found it.
properly formed L in 3x2.
Blue. I found it.
One 4x1 blue plane.
I have found it.
2 blue quarter circle tiles.
I have found them.
1 blue quarter oval tile.
It is the last one we have that looks like this, so I have the right one.
Okay, and 1
5
5
by
by 1.
1?
Yes.
It is the last one we have of that too.
Okay, so we don't need to do the error checking.
Yes.
I want you to arrange the 2x2 blue and tan tiles
Yes.
east-west of each other
Yes.
so that the tan tile is on the west.
It is.
I want you to affix the 4x1 so that it is arranged north-south, long axis north-south,
Yes.
centered on the 2 easternmost blue tiles, or blue pips.
I have done this.
I want you to take the inverted L
Yes.
and place it along the 3 southern exposed pips along the long axis of the base plate, so that it is arranged long axis east-west.
1 second. Oh, might not be. I might not be thinking this clearly. Cam, we're gonna back up a little bit.
Okay.
I'll explain what I see. I have the 2x2 tan on the west and the 2x2 blue on the east.
Yes.
So now I have a 2x4 arranged east-west.
Yes.
Cool. I take the 1x4 blue,
Yes.
arrange it north-south,
Yes.
and attach it to the which again?
The easternmost blue pips,
Okay, I had done that.
centered, so that you have one blue pip overhanging south, one blue pip overhanging north.
I understand.
Okay. I want you to take the inverted L piece, the 4x2,
Oh, yes.
attach it to the southernmost 2 tan pips and 1 blue pip.
I've done that.
I want you to take the properly formed L 3x2
Yes.
and attach it to the northern exposed pips.
I have done this.
Take the 5x1
Yes.
and attach it to the only place where it can go with no overhang,
I have attached it.
so that the pip is on the eastern edge.
That's correct.
I want you to take the 1x1,
Yes.
place it
north of
directly
the-
north of that pip.
Yeah, I've done that too.
The quarter oval will cover the properly formed L piece.
I have
should
done
be-
that.
Take the 2 quarter circles and cover the eastern column.
I am doing that. It is done.
Okay, that's step 97.
Awesome.
Step 98,
Flip it over.
flip it over. Find 2 2x1 tan planes.
I have.
Find 1 blue half cookie.
I have.
Find
Yep.
1 2x2 tan plane.
I have.
Find 4 tan quarter circle.
I have.
Place the cookie where it goes.
The cookie has gone where it goes.
Flip the 2 2x1 tiles over.
Yes.
Place them on the place them into the exposed blue channels to the north and south of the 2x2
Yes,
tile.
I have done that.
Place the tan 2x2 over top of the blue tile.
I have done that.
Arrange the 4 circular quarter tiles into a circle.
I am
And
doing
attach
that.
them centered on the 2x2 tan tile.
Right. I have done that.
Step 98 is complete.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know what to do next now.
I want you to take. Oh, we didn't label these. The one we just had. Step
Yep.
98. Is it right at hand?
Yes, it is.
Attach it. Take the big subassembly. I want the gray surface pointing east, and I want the head pointing west.
I've done this.
I want the one that we just finished
Yes.
attached to the northeast ball joint. There should be a series of 4 ball joints along the southern or the bottom perimeter.
I definitely see them.
The one we just finished goes on the northeast one.
Then the one before that goes on the southeast one.
Yes.
And then that means that the other two, if they follow the same design sense.
Yeah, each one should have 1 exposed pip on it.
Yep.
I want the pip that or the structure that goes onto the northwest ball joint
Yes.
to have its exposed pip in the northeast facing up at us.
Yes, it does.
The other one goes on the southwest.
I have done that.
You have built Lapras.
Hey!
What step are you on?
Oh God, no, we haven't.
Whoa!
No, we haven't.
Oh!
It has a tail that we need to build.
That's
Okay,
fine. One of its
could be
flippers has come off
anything.
too.
Still could be anything.
We don't know. We have no
No, it
idea.
could be anything.
We have
We have
no
no
way to
idea what
know.
it is.
It's all right.
Cool. Well, somebody else can figure out a way to get that thing back on. All right, let's build a tail.
Okay, 1 2x2 blue plane.
I have it.
1 gray 2x2 plane with 2 grabby hands on the same side.
I have that.
1 2x1 blue block with an angle cut out of it
Everyone forgets.
so that it only has 1 pip.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Just
these
one
are
of
some
those?
real ugly blocks.
Yes.
Okay. There are two mirror image tan blocks that I'm looking for here.
I have them both.
Okay. And then 2 mirror image blue blocks that look like they have 3 surfaces.
I have them
And a
too.
single
Yes,
pip.
they're very steep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to arrange those 2 tan blocks
Yes.
so that they have a single 2x2 recessed channel.
They do.
I want the long axis pointing east-west. Or arranged east-west.
It is.
So that you've got a 2x2 recessed plate piece.
Yes.
1 pip to the north, 1 pip to the south, and then 2 elevated pips to the east.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I think I've got you here. But yeah.
Okay, I want you to take the gray 2x2 plane with the grabby hands.
Yes.
Click it into that channel such that the grabby hands extend over the western edge.
It is the only way it fits.
Okay, I want you to take those 2 blue weirdo blocks
Yep.
and arrange them so that their long axis is east-west
Yep.
and the 2 pips are on the west.
Yes.
And the
they
smooth
Yep.
dip extends east.
They do.
I want you to click over, I want you to cover a 2x2 section made up of 2 gray pips and 2 beige pips,
Yes. I
leaving one 4-pip column. Like it should go grabby hands, 1 4-pip column, and then this blue structure.
Does this mate perfectly?
Not yet, because what you're going to do is you're going to take those other 2 blocks, blue blocks,
Yeah.
and put it over those 4 exposed pips.
Cool.
So that it forms a 2x2 blue tile.
Please hang on a second. Okay, Cameron, I have the so in the recess channel of the 2 beige pips, I have placed the 2x2 gray with the handle off to the west side.
Yes.
So this is arranged so the handles are on the west side.
Yes.
I take those really weird, fat, blue pieces.
Yes.
They look like they can cover perfectly, but you don't want me to do that.
No. Well, what I want you to do
Yes.
is I want you to take those 2 weird pieces,
Yeah,
arrange them so that the pips are on the west side. So the 2 pips are meeting.
yeah.
They're on the west side, and the entire structure should be flat on the west and extend in a gentle curve to the north, south, and east.
I've done that, yes.
I want you to take the 2 other 2x1 blue blocks
Yes.
and arrange them back to back such that you have a 2x1 array of pips in the center and a gentle slope to the north and a gentle slope to the south and
I
a
have
flat
done
edge
this.
east-west.
Yes. So flat on the east, flat on the west.
And that entire structure, the one that's flat on the east and west,
Yes.
butts up against the flat surface on the east of, or on the west of the gentle sloping block.
It does, yes.
So that you have like a 2x2 array of blue pips.
I do have that.
That should fit neatly over top of the gray and tan pips.
Oh, I see. So does that? If I do that, so the 2x1s that are quite tall, they're interacting with 4 pips on the lower piece. The
Yes,
lower
on the
assembly.
western edge,
Yeah, on that western edge.
such that their 2x1 exposed pips, the blue pips, are directly above the grabby hands.
This is very hard to press on. It's frickin' in there now.
All right.
And then so if I've done this the way that I think that I'm doing this, then those big fat pieces are going to butt up against those. They're going to cover the remaining pips that are on the lower beige assembly, correct?
Yes, there should only be 4 pips exposed on the lower assembly
Right.
in a
so
square.
I've done that, and there is an overhang now, a blue overhang.
That is fine.
Great.
I want you to take the 2x2 blue plane
Yes?
and click it over top of those exposed blue pips.
So it locks everything together?
Yeah, so everything is locked together.
I have locked it together.
Now, if you turn the big subassembly around, the big almost completed subassembly,
Yes,
there should be a handle-like thing on the eastern side.
there is.
I want you to attach the grabby hands from that step onto that.
I have done that.
That is step 100. Step 101.
Be ready for time.
We have it looks like a big blue clear plane.
I found it.
That is irregular.
Yep.
It looks like we have one blue dome-like structure
Yes,
with
we
a
do.
darker blue stain on it.
I found it.
We have one blue dome-like structure with a white stain on it.
Yes.
We have one black circular 2x2 two-faced plane.
I have it.
One brown cylinder that is 1 pip in
Yes.
circumference.
I have it.
Okay. Ugh. All right, I'm going to tell you what to do first.
Great.
I want you to take the 2 blue domes
Yes.
and affix them to either side of the black circle.
I have affixed them to either side of the black circle.
I want you to take the brown cylinder and to one of those pips, or its upper pip, I want you to place a 3-leafed piece.
Onto the pip.
A green 3-leafed piece or a brown 3-leafed piece onto the pip.
I have done this.
I want you to take a 1-leafed green piece
Yes.
and attach it to that green 3-leafed piece.
I have done that.
Arrange it so it is aesthetically pleasing. I want you to find the following 3 pieces.
Okay.
A gray brick that is 2x1 in footprint, has only 1 gray pip on its top, and otherwise an angled piece cut out of it, a wedge.
I have it.
I want you to find a 2x1 gray wedge.
I have found it.
I want you to arrange the clear blue base plate
Yes.
such that its long axis is arranged east-west
Yes.
with a 3-pip piece, or a 3-pip row on the southern edge.
I've already done this.
Okay, I want you to count over from the west. One column. 2 column. On the 3rd column, on the northernmost pips, I want the gray 2x1 piece with a single pip pointing north on the northernmost pips.
In that column.
Yes, I want it arranged north-south.
I have done this.
Okay, and you should have 1 gray pip on the very north end of that column. Yes?
Oh, hang on. You want the wedge moving. You want the wedge coming down south. You want the northernmost part of the column to have a gray pip on it.
Yes, and the wedge slope to the south.
Yes, I've done
Take
this.
the other gray wedge piece, the one with no pip on it,
Yes.
arrange it east-west, east of that gray pip, so that it points, so the wedge points, gently slopes east.
Done it.
I want you to take what looks like a black T-shaped piece,
It's a dark green, I think.
dark green with like a,
Post?
yeah, a post.
Yep.
I want you to arrange it south of the, of that gray wedge.
Yes.
Its easternmost piece. I want this post arranged north-south on it, directly south of it, covering the 2 tiles, or the 2,
I think I have it.
okay.
Yes.
Now I want you to take the little tree and put it on the gray pip.
The little tree is on the gray pip.
I want you to take the beach ball
Yes.
and put it on the black post, or the green post.
I've done this.
This is scenery. We're done.
Great. So, there are pieces remaining.
Eat them.
This scares the hell out of me.
It's
But-
fine.
Let us bring this out.
These are to nourish you.
503 pieces, 6 days. We have made Lapras.
Yay!
We could not do this at all last year, but we have finally done it.
Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
So his mouth moves, his neck moves, his tail, and the flippers all move.
He's got little Princess Leia buns.
Aww.
Is Lapras a nice Pokemon?
It is now.
It is now.
That
You
one
can-
doesn't eat children.
You can ride on its back
Oh,
in the water.
he looks so gentle.
Very good Pokemon.
So I'm pretty sure that there's 2 pieces that did not get attached to that.
And we just got a point.
Oh, there's a slight error, but I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah.
We hit start?
Nope, I just hit start.
Is it an error on the scenery?
No.
Hold it.
It's
The
the horn is supposed to
the wrong way.
point this way.
Forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
forward.
That's weird. It gives it character.
When we went back
It's
to
aesthetic.
when we went back to fix it, I was like, I think I see what they're going for, but yeah.
What pieces are? Oh, we even have the little flippers on the.
So there are these 2 little gray pieces, which you can see right here.
I think they're spares.
because I think they're supposed to go along
The shell?
that
No.
part there.
No.
No,
there's
there's-
supposed to be
there's-
another cone there.
There's supposed
Yeah,
to be
there's another cone.
that
I think
was
There's a
it-
cone that's missing.
Put this together.
That's not a cone.
Yeah,
Beej.
You can't make it a cone.
It's not that kind of cone.
All right.
Oh,
And that's the second
Oh, he's
point I've
perfect.
gotten at Desert Buzz.
nice. Congratulations, Matthews.
Thank you.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pieces remaining.
Very
Nice.
fast.
And so this little orange piece that I was talking about earlier, I haven't actually looked to see how it works, but you put the post through the hole, and I think the idea is that this is supposed to go through like a snap or something on your bag or a hole on your bag. So you can put this together and then attach things to it.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
this-
no, that
this
is.
Lapras.
It's on one of
Yeah,
the
the
instruction
whole
manuals.
thing.
Yeah, you're
Hanging
supposed to
off your
attach
back.
Lapras to something. So
Yeah.
I think the post goes in there and you can spin it and stuff. It's hard to see obviously because we're on the far.
We made a perfect baby, Zeta.
Yay!
So proud.
We did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 5 minutes left of the shift and we should draw.
I'm gonna draw for that thing.
Good. Yeah.
Well, you did great.
Yeah.
Also, 11K shift total.
Hey!
Also, we hit 608.
Hey!
That's awesome too.
What is this?
Hey, Corey,
Hi.
can you log me in?
The scenery. It looks like
It's a dive ball or something.
yeah, it looks like it's a Pokeball of some
Okay.
kind
Yeah.
with a little tree. A very
Nice. Got it.
very
Thank you
tiny
so
tree because Pokeballs aren't that big. So
Right.
How does the Lapras fit in the... You know what? Never mind.
it's a technology.
With great
that-
It's fine.
difficulty.
It's fine. It's all
They
fine.
call it technology. It's basically magic.
Okay.
Would you like to find out how we did on the Mecha Pepe?
Yeah.
Great. So many people entered. So many people entered. There's going to be one winner, and that winner is.
Congratulations.
Congrats! Thank you for being here while we did this amazing thing, showing that teamwork somehow pays off.
Chat wants a name.
Sorry?
Chat
Oh,
wants a name.
for the Lapras? Oh, you're
Yeah.
allowed to name your Pokemon, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we just name it Zeta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I like that.
I am
Yeah.
super, super happy. So, and to explain a little bit, we've done all this stuff. I'm so pleased that that's been taken care of, and thank you to everybody who has donor accounts. Thank you, 50 Nasty, and everybody else tonight with your donor accounts. It makes things so much easier for shipping. Let's talk a little bit about this Lapras since we have a few minutes left. The Lapras, the Mega Constructs Lapras, I do not have any clue what the number is for the set, because if you go to the website for Mega Constructs, you cannot find it listed on the website. It is an EB Games and GameStop exclusive, so naturally I went to Walmart and bought one. When I went there after the first night when we thought we lost some pieces, I was like, well, maybe I can order in pieces and maybe they get here by the end of the shift and I can throw them in the box when we send it off, because I believe we will be sending that to whoever wins the mystery box.
Yeah. Chad has it right. It's FWJ49.
Yeah, it's very weird because on the site that I went to, on their site, they did not list it at all as something that you could, that they had any listing for at all, which was very, very weird. But clearly on Mattel's website, there's a listing for it. So, yeah, you will be receiving, we're not going to bust it into pieces, I don't think. I mean, maybe we'll have to pull the front off in order to make it all fit in the box, because I want to try to get it all back in the box, but you'll be getting it in like most assemblies together. Pull the flippers off, I guess, and put them in there safe too. You'll get all the spare parts and probably all the waste from all the bags. I don't know what we have.
The box it came in is like this thick. It ain't going back in like
Yeah,
that.
it's got to come apart into separate
Yeah.
pieces. We're not going to bust it all down though, but you might have to, in shipping it might shake itself loose and you
But
might
that
have
will
to actually...
kill Lapras.
Sorry?
That will kill Lapras.
Yes, it will.
Maybe we can find like a protective spear.
If we can
You know
find
what?
a better
Have
box to ship it in,
bubble.
then we'll do that.
We could literally just hand it over to shipping, and they will make sure it gets back
Yeah.
to the winner of the mystery box in perfect.
I am so proud of us being able to make this happen. This is a huge deal for me that, because I didn't think, I was like, Gyarados last year was 350 odd pieces.
What last year?
Gyarados.
Oh.
Last year.
Oh.
Yeah. We didn't reveal that because we had to show it for the mystery box. But it was a Gyarados last year, and I wanted to pick something that looked like the Gyarados again. And then when I saw this as a limited edition set, I'm like, well, this will be easy because maybe not everyone will have heard of this thing.
Cool.
And then everyone will think we're just building another Gyarados again, which would be really funny. The fact that we built something 100 with 150 more pieces and managed to do it through the whole week speaks volumes for the kind of people that have spent time with us over the week. And you're all good people, and you're all good people, and I'm glad that all these good people could be a part of this.
So 1,000 pieces next year?
1,000 pieces next year.
Yeah.
Beej,